hey, you ain't got to follow the Most High, but you don't understand that because you would say you believe in God, but they saying, hey, you don't have to follow him because you don't have to follow his rules and regulations. You don't have to be obedient to him because you're not learning the laws or that he gave. He gave moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws. You don't understand that because they're not teaching this. I had a brother up here before we started talking all that mess. Where is he at now? Right? Most of the prayers went up after that, he gone. He out of here. You see that, right? But he's talking a lot of stuff, but then the power of the Most High is around us. We pray for the Most High to send his power to be around us, man. Circulate us with all these angels. Where he at? You see? Yeah. We here for our people, man. But we ain't here for the children of the devil. John 8:44. This is what Most High, through Mashiach Yahushua, called the Israelites. We as a people, the true Jews, the true ethnic and biblical Jews. What did he say?
John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil.
Ye are of your father who?
The devil.
The devil, man. Ye are your father the devil, read.
And the lust of your father ye will do.
And the lust of your father you will do, man. What did he say about your father?
He was a murderer from the beginning.
Yeah, the spirit of the devil, deceitful and evil. He was a murderer from the beginning. Who was the first murderer? Cain. Came out of two black people. If y'all want to call yourself black or brown people, you know? Cain, the first murderer. He was a murderer from the beginning. And see what he does, he gets into the minds of people to have them think wrong. Ecclesiasticus 3:24. He gets into the minds of people to have them to act upon the wickedness or the evil that he would have you do. Read that, read on.
He was a murderer from the beginning.
He's a murderer from the beginning, read.
And abode not in the truth.
And abode not in the truth, read.
Because there is no truth in him.
Because there's no truth in him. Now what is the truth? Get the truth. And get what, at the same time, you're going to give you what's righteous, how to be righteous. Let's read it.
Psalms 119 and 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness.
So the righteousness of the Most High is everlasting righteousness. How do you be righteous?
And thy law is the truth.
The law is what?
The truth.
So the law is the truth. So when you hear the truth, that's the law of the Most High. That's why I say he was a murderer from the beginning, abode not in the truth. Talk about Cain. Because he gonna bring some flowers, some dang plants to the Most High to sacrifice, and the Most High want a blood sacrifice. He knew it. That's why Abel brought a sufficient sacrifice. All he had to do was ask his brother for a lamb to sacrifice to the Most High. No, he didn't want to do that. Most High, you got to accept what I'm giving you. No, man. That ain't no fear of the Most High. They ain't being afraid of the Most High. They ain't being scared of the Most High. Yeah, y'all know you're gonna run on that. Because y'all think that the Most High, you ain't gotta be afraid of him. But he gonna tear your butt up. All you that don't fear him, he gonna make you fear him before it's over, man. You gonna be afraid of who we reading about in this Bible, the Most High. Because he loved us enough to show us his word, man. And to send his messengers in these last days, man, to bring the truth forth. Read.
Back in John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil.
You are your father the devil. That's why I say, you know, the children of Most High and the children of the devil. He said what?
And the lust of your father you will do.
The lust of your father you would do. That's a lot of problems that people have because that lust is in them. That's your desires, man. And it's the wrong desires. Right?
He was a murderer from the beginning.
A murderer from the beginning, man. He allowed Satan to get in his mind. To have him kill his brother Abel. Right?
And abode not in the truth.
And abode not in the truth, man. He ain't bold in the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. He didn't want to do that. Right?
Because there is no truth in him.
Because there's no truth in him. What's the truth? The laws. The laws was not in Cain. All they had to do was ask his brother Abel, hey man, let me get a lamb, man, so I can sacrifice to the Most High the fat of the lamb like you're doing. That's simple. No, he was a children of the devil. We don't shake hands. Last time y'all shook hands, man, we ended up in concentration camp, you know, on a reservation camp.
When he When he speaketh a lie,
when he speaketh a lie, read.
he speaketh of his own.
He speaketh of his own, read.
For he is a liar.
He's a liar, read.
And the father of it.
And the father of it. A liar and the father of lies. You see? Cain. He killed his brother. You see what I'm saying? Just like Esau vowed to kill his brother. And that's what they're doing to us right now. They killing us, they shooting us down, and what's the verdict?
We're the ones that fucking blame.
So the reason why the children of Israel are in a wrong state of mind and thinking wrong because you allow the devil to overtake you. Read that. Ecclesiastes 3:24.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 3 verse 24. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion.
Say, many are deceived by their own vain opinion. How you think is worthless. It ain't got nothing to do with righteousness. Read.
And an evil suspicion.
An evil suspicion, read.
Hath overthrown their judgment.
Evil comes in and overthrow the judgment. See, that's why I say you don't really know God as you call him. You don't really know Jesus as you call him. Because it's not taught in this world today. In these pork chop eating church, preachers' churches. You know what I mean? It's not being taught correctly. They telling you what you can eat to be healthy. No. They serving pork in the church. You ain't supposed to touch no dead pig carcass.
Thank you.
Shrimp, crab, lobster, catfish, all them things, they doo-doo. Oyster, we looked at some film today where they had, look at this water. This water is nasty as ever. They put oysters in there. This water is nasty. The oysters in there ate everything. Because they eat doo-doo, right? And then people eating these things. You are what you eat, man. You ain't supposed to be eating that. That's why we got sickle cell. That's why we got all these problems. Got all these problems because we eat wrong. When you go to the doctor, say, what's the diet? Change my diet. What do I need to change? And what I'm eating, you'll see. If he's really real, he'll tell you, move back. Change your diet. That's what he'll tell you. He'll tell you, change your diet. See what I'm saying?
Can I get a bottle of water?
Yeah.
Steroids. Hey, bro,
Read that again.
Some of the chicken steroids too.
Yeah, I know. They get chicken. They feeding them pork water.
Hey, pork
Pork water.
Pork water?
Pork water. They're drinking pork water.
That's why they're so big.
Yeah, no, they pumping them up with some stuff.
Yeah,
They pumping them up with some stuff. Hormones, all that stuff. I seen it when they put something in there and they just blow up. Blow up. That's what they do, each part. Look at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Kentucky Fried Chicken, they don't have no head, no legs. It's just the wings. They put it on. No, go ahead, man. The wings and the breast and the leg and the thigh, man. That's it, man. It's on a computer. They on the computerized chicken. That's why they had to make them change the name from Kentucky Fried Chicken to KFC. I say Kentucky Fried Cyberg. From the computer, man. So we're gonna bring another brother up to edify you further in the truth. Hallelujah. Stay strong.
Go ahead and get Matthew 5:1. You got your pocket?
It's in here. Say Matthew chapter 5 verse 1. And seeing the multitudes, he went up into a mountain. And when he was set, his disciples came unto him. And he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Right, and we the poor in spirit, man. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we the poor in spirit, man. We the poor in spirit, we the poor in physical as well, man. We on the bottom. The reason why we at the bottom is because we disobeyed the Most High.
Speak up, man.
We disobeyed the Most High's commandments, His laws and statutes, and we was driven out of the land of Israel, and we served bondage under our enemies. Now we at the bottom. But we at the time where who you call Jesus Christ, Hamashiach Yahushua, is going to bring us from rags to riches, so to speak. We're going to be brought up. We're going to be the top nation on earth again. Like during the time of King David,
Everybody else.
King Solomon.
Because you want to be
Not
everybody else.
Samson. Samson was dealing with
If you don't want to believe,
captivity as well.
you're not about
But we're
everybody
going to be
else.
brought up as a nation.
You're not going to
Keep
be
on-
anybody else. No Am I right?
Say Matthew chapter 5, verse 4. Blessed are they that mourn,
I can read
for they shall be comforted.
Right, we the ones that's in the morning state, man. Get
Blessed is the
Jeremiah
man
14
who
and
walks not in the
we the ones in the morning state, man. We're sad, man. Our people are low. We're sad. We're sad about it, man. We catching all kind of hell in America, man. You know, we getting shot down in the streets. You know, we struggling day by day. You know, just to get by. But who you call Jesus Christ, he came for us. And when he cracked that sky open and laid this place flat, he gonna take us to the kingdom, man. After the wilderness, and we gonna live it up in the kingdom, man. That's kind of, you know? Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourneth.
Judah mourneth. Judah being the head of the nation of Israel, really representing all of us mourning, man. But Judah mourneth. That's all I want on that. Go back to Matthew 5.
Say Matthew chapter 5, verse 4. Blessed are they that mourn.
Blessed are they that mourn. And we just read Judah mourneth. So Judah is blessed. Judah represents the so-called Negro today. That's the real Jew. So the most, who you call Jesus Christ said, blessed are they that mourn. Go ahead.
For they shall be comforted.
For they shall be comforted. How are we going to be comforted? The Most High is going to save us, man. He's going to say he has an election seal of the nation of Israel that's going to abide by his laws and commandments and faith in his son. And we're going to be delivered out of here, man, when all hell breaks loose. When it's martial law in the streets, famine and drought, we're going to be protected, man. And at the end, we're going to be saved. Lord willing, Most High willing. Go ahead.
Say Matthew chapter 5, verse 5. Blessed are the meek.
Blessed are the meek. We the meek. Right? We the lost sheep of Israel. When you think of a sheep or a lamb, that's a humble animal. And that's what the Most High compared us to. Go ahead.
For they shall inherit the earth.
We're going to inherit the earth. We're going to inherit the earth, man. The earth was made for our sakes. The Most High created the earth for our pleasure. Eden. Right? Eden means what? Pleasure. Because we're going to enjoy the earth, man. The earth is at a low estate right now because who's controlling it? Esau is controlling this world right now, man. That's why it's so chaotic and